Hi and welcome to another video from myself, Christopher at DBG. So it's Wednesday, that means it's another fantastic terrain video. I say fantastic, you'll be the judge of it. But with the landing pad built from the sci-fi science set, next thing is going on from them is one of the objective rooms. Looks pretty funky, looks like it's got a lid on it, looks like I can put models inside. It might be one of those sets similar to the landing pad that I don't glue all of it and leave some of it off, seeing how it all goes together. So let's open it up and let's have a look. So loads of detail on there. Back obviously is plain, front has some detail on there. There's arrows going up and down. There's some parts of the outside. Big bit for zoom would be the top level, or maybe even the bottom level. Unsure yet until we get started. What I'll do is I'll be looking at the instructions like usual on TTcombat website, seeing what they're all like and seeing how to put it together properly. Yep, that other bit is definitely the bottom. Just looking at the picture, that's definitely the top. Just adding the little textures on there and a little hatch, which is quite cool. Different texture, different details compared to some of the other hatches, so that's quite nice. So 4 nice bits of MDF. Kit ranges from £10. Seen some places where I've got it for £8. I believe I picked it up for £9.95 or something around about that. So it's not too bad. So the first step for me is obviously, like always, wash the MDF with a damp cloth. Gets rid of the first layer of the protective coating, which is done in a laser processing system. And then from there, stick it together. I'll show you little updates as I go along. It looks quite an intact building. I'll probably build all the bottom level first, show you what it's like, and then build the top level, then the top level second all together. So apart from that, hope you enjoy. Please comment, say us how things are going. Really grateful for your support. So let's go. So this is the objective room built. You see still some PVA glue drying. By far, this is the worst kit I've had so far. One of the key things is these middle bits. There's 4 that are longer, but without the instructions that don't show on TTcombat, it doesn't say which ones are. Those 4 longer ones are actually for the corners. But even if you get them correct, these things on the side aren't very well placed. So I really have to let the glue dry and come back to it, I think, and just glue and flip it and then glue underneath where the little support is. The top is okay. It's glued only around the edges and then on the start, so a bit like a box. But there isn't that much contact, so that's very movable at the moment. The other things are the doors. These doors, not only do they not fit the gap properly, they're supported by this top bit, and then they glue around the edges, and they glue at the bottom to the base as well. But they're really not that great, to be honest. If this was my first MDF kit, I'd be quite disappointed. I mean, the size of it, it's quite big. It's quite a nice size. It's a good piece of scenery in the sense of what you get. £10, big building, good line blocker, tanks can hide behind it. It's a solid piece of terrain. But building wise, this is by far taken me the longest, and probably the most fiddliest. So a little bit disappointed with it all overall. Just because of the way it's constructed, and it'll be interesting to note, when I paint it, I'll probably lose all that resentment to this building, and just get it done, and it'll look really good on the board. But as it stands at the moment, I don't recommend this one at all. I recommend the high Gothic stuff. Sectors at the moment far better than this. It's a lot better structured. I mean, there's loads of detail on it. I love the detail. I mean, the doors, runways, but but no, I just don't like it. Unfortunately, and that's my honest opinion. It's £10, but there's better £10 kits out there, in my personal opinion. Hi, and welcome to the end of the video. It's been a bit of a frustrating build, this one. The objective room, it's just too fiddly. I think there's too many sides. It doesn't stick well together. We'll see what it's like when it's fully dry. It might just need some extra drying time, but overall, I'm quite disappointed for it. There is a lot better kits out there for the price. From the same company, and that's what's disappointing. Is the same company makes fantastic kits for a tenner. I mean, it's a big building. It's 8 by 8, so 8 squared. So it's a big building for that size, and it's almost 3 inches, almost 4 inches tall, as well, which is a good size piece of scenery. It'll look good on a board. I think I'm just gonna have to paint it, and I think painting it will make me enjoy the building a lot more. But building itself, it by far been the worst terrain bit that I've actually built, which is a shame, because like I say, the company makes fantastic stuff. But that's my build review for this objective room. If you like any comments, and tell me about your best and worst buildings that you've built so far. That'll be really interesting though, and I'll try and give those a try. Apart from that, please like, subscribe, turn on notifications as well, and check out our Twitter page. There's an easier way to get some of our videos out as well. Apart from that, wherever you are in the world, make it a good one, and happy hobbying.